Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of pugs. These squishy-faced little creatures have stolen the hearts of millions with their adorable antics, and we're gonna uncover some super interesting fun facts about pugs, including their ancient origins. Because, they haven't always been little couch potatoes. Get ready to have your mind blown by some adorable and surprising pug facts. You might think you know pugs, but trust me, you're about to be like, what? Okay, so pugs. They're like the royalty of the dog world, but did you know they go way, way back? Like ancient China way back. I'm talking centuries ago. These little guys were the VIPs of the Chinese imperial court. Can you imagine? They were living the high life surrounded by emperors and empresses, probably getting fed grapes and stuff. I bet they had tiny little pug servants. Okay, maybe not, but you can't tell me they weren't pampered. They were so adored in ancient China that they even had their own dedicated servants. Like, imagine having someone whose sole job is to make sure your wrinkles are clean and your tail is perfectly curled. Talk about a life of luxury. It's said that these pugs were so cherished that they were even guarded by soldiers. I mean, can you blame them? Who wouldn't want to protect these little bundles of wrinkles and snorts? It's believed that Buddhist monks in Tibetan monasteries were some of the first breeders of pugs. They saw these dogs as sacred companions, and I can totally see why. They're like tiny little Zen masters, always down for a nap and some belly rubs. Seriously, if you've never hung out with a pug, you're missing out. So, pugs started out as Chinese royalty, but they didn't just stay in China. Oh no, these little jet-setters made their way to Europe in the 16th century and instantly became the it dog. Like, move over, Poodles, there's a new top dog in town. European royalty fell head over paws for these little guys. One story even says that a pug named Pompey saved the life of Prince William of Orange by barking like crazy when assassins were approaching. That's one brave little pug. I wonder if they knighted him. Sir Pompey, the pug knight. Okay, maybe not, but still, pretty impressive for a dog that's basically all wrinkles and snores. You know how some people are obsessed with designer handbags? Well, back in the day, pugs were the designer handbag of the dog world. Everyone who was anyone had to have a pug. They were like the ultimate status symbol. It's no wonder these little guys developed a bit of a diva attitude. Okay, so we know pugs were popular with royalty, but we're talking popular, like Queen Victoria level popular. She was a huge fan of pugs and even started breeding them herself. Talk about a royal endorsement. Queen Victoria's love for pugs was legendary. She had so many pugs that she even commissioned portraits of them with her royal family. And it wasn't just Queen Victoria. Pugs were the go-to dog for artists, writers, and basically everyone who was anyone in those days. They were like the original influencers. I bet they would have rocked Instagram if it existed back then. Just picture it, a pug in a powdered wig, posing for a selfie with Marie Antoinette. Seriously, if you could travel back in time, you'd probably trip over a pug in any royal court you visited. They were everywhere. And honestly, can you blame people for being obsessed with them? They're like little furry bundles of joy and wrinkles. Let's talk about those wrinkles, shall we? I mean, let's be real. The wrinkles are what make pugs, well, pugs. Those squishy little faces are like a roadmap of cuteness. And don't even get me started on that curly little tail. It's like a cinnamon roll stuck to their butts. There's actually a reason behind all those wrinkles. And it's not just for extra cuteness. It's all about their history. Those wrinkles were selectively bred because they resembled the Chinese character for prince. Yep, those wrinkles are basically a royal seal of approval. And the tail? Well, a double loopy tail was considered super lucky in ancient China. So basically, pugs are like walking, talking good luck charms. Who wouldn't want one of those around? Okay, so I mentioned that those wrinkles are like a royal seal of approval, but let's dive a little deeper into that. See, in ancient China, those wrinkles weren't just random folds of skin. They were believed to resemble the Chinese character for prince. Imagine that every time you look at a pug's face, you're basically looking at a royal decree written in wrinkles. It's like a secret code only pug lovers can decipher. And the coolest part is that the wrinkles aren't just on their faces. Some pugs even have wrinkles on their foreheads that look like the Chinese character for good luck. So basically, pugs are like walking, talking, wrinkly good luck charms. I'm starting to think I need a pug in my life just for the good vibes. Okay, so we've talked about all the amazing things about pugs. But it's important to remember that those adorable flat faces come with some health considerations. Pugs, like other brachycephalic breeds, can have breathing issues because of their shortened snouts. It's like trying to breathe through a tiny straw all the time. So you gotta be extra careful with them, especially in hot weather. No intense games of fetch in the summer sun for these little guys. It's all about keeping them cool and comfy. Think of it this way. Those wrinkles might be cute, but they also mean you need to be extra vigilant about your pug's health. It's like having a furry little friend who needs a little extra TLC. Let's be real, pugs are basically movie stars. They've been stealing the show in movies and TV shows for decades. Who could forget Frank, the hilarious pug from Men in Black? That little guy was a scene stealer. And then there's the iconic Vodafone pug from those commercials. Pugs have this incredible ability to make people laugh, whether they're snorting, snuffling, or just being their goofy selves. They're like natural-born comedians. I swear they could just sit there and stare at you with those big, bulgy eyes, and you'd burst out laughing. It's no wonder they're so popular on screen. They're like the ultimate furry sidekicks, always up for an adventure, even if it just involves napping on the couch. Pugs are known for their quirky personalities. They're like little clowns in dog suits. They snore like tiny chainsaws. They snort like they're trying to clear out a traffic jam in their noses. And they love to nap more than any other creature on the planet. But that's what makes them so endearing. They're not afraid to be themselves, even if it means snorting their way through a conversation or tripping over their own feet. And they have this uncanny ability to make you laugh, even when you're having a bad day. It's like they know exactly what you need, whether it's a wet lick on the face or a furry little body to cuddle up with on the couch. So, you're thinking about getting a pug? That's awesome! But before you bring one of these little bundles of wrinkles home, you gotta know how to take care of them. Pugs are prone to obesity because they love to eat. And I mean, to eat. They'd eat everything in sight if you let them. So you gotta be strict with their diet. Think of it like this. You're not depriving them of food. You're saving them from turning into little furry meatballs. And exercise is super important too. Now, I'm not talking about marathon training here. Just regular walks and playtime will do the trick. Remember, a happy pug is a healthy pug. At the end of the day, pugs are all about love. They're like little furry love bombs, showering you with affection and demanding cuddles 24/7. They're the ultimate Velcro dogs, always wanting to be by your side. They might snore, they might snort, they might trip over their own feet, but they'll do it all with a wagging tail and a face that could melt your heart. And here's a fun fact to end on. Pugs are known for being super sociable and playful. They're not just couch potatoes. They actually love to play and interact with other dogs and people. So if you're looking for a furry little friend who's always down for some fun, a pug might just be the perfect match for you. And that's a wrap on our pug-tastic adventure. I hope you guys learned some cool stuff about these amazing little dogs. They're truly one of a kind. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more furry friend fun. And don't forget to share it with your fellow pug lovers. Until next time, stay pawsome.